What's up, you guys? This is YouMedia Miami, and we're gonna do our podcast today, where we're gonna be talking about movie trailers. So my name is Christopher Miller, and with me I have my one of the dopest mentors, Vinny.
Bro.
What's up, Vinny?
What's up, y'all? We're here live at YouMedia at the South, the best one. Y'all already know.
Woo! So let's go ahead and introduce the teens that's gonna give some dope insight about what we're gonna watch today. So starting with
Cedric.
Sophia.
Jalen, king of dabbing.
David.
Jermaine, aka J Chomate, aka might as well follow me on Snapchat, King Trill 8, but don't put an I for, put an X instead of putting an I. But yeah.
Marcus, aka Renoir the Bad Kid, aka the best rapper in Florida.
I concur, but okay.
Shut it, stay down.
Okay. So, whether that was true or not, these are our teens, and we're gonna go ahead and pull up some movie trailers where we're gonna talk about it. So, what's our first one, Vinny?
All right, our first one is Fences.
Fences.
Yeah, so
Denzel Washington.
you already know. The
Automatically.
GOAT. The GOAT.
Bah. No, I love him.
Hey, Pop. Can I ask you a question?
Whoa.
I don't know where that's going, but okay. Cool. All right,
Yeah,
before we
same
open
here.
it up to you guys,
Christmas Day.
this is pretty interesting because this is also a play, and when I saw actually like the original play, like it's pretty incredible how Denzel Washington is, like I said, the GOAT, because he plays a way better part than the original guy. So we want to open it up to you guys, see what you guys think. Especially if people haven't seen this trailer. If you haven't seen it, we want to see what you guys think. Oh yeah. I think that this movie's gonna be pretty overly dramatic. I feel like, it might apply to us teens because sometimes people don't have the best relationship with their parents. I guess it's gonna show the point of view of a dysfunctional relationship between a dad and his son. I guess so. I guess that's where it's going. But if I would want to see, I'll just go to some of y'all households. But other than that, chilling. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. So you're talking about watching it when it comes to DVD, right? Not about that piracy, because we're not. That's not. Oh no,
No. He meant like.
I meant to observe other people's households, or just observe mine,
okay.
or just
I got
observe
you.
mine. I just feel like, and generally, everybody has a dysfunctional family in a way like that, But everybody loves each other, and then you come to a common agreement, stuff like that.
Deep, bro.
It did hit deep.
Yeah, they hit deep.
What about you, Jalen? What do you think about this trailer?
I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's probably gonna be like an okay movie, or even a good movie. It's gonna have a lot of drama. I know that it's a drama film.
So we have a special guest joining us right now. His name is Emilio. He's gonna actually say some stuff.
Yo, what's up? My name's Emilio, and that trailer seemed really good. Like it was like really intense. The acting looks amazing. The sound design for the trailer was pretty good. Like that drawing, like
Yeah.
that was pretty good. It made things a little more intense. And this is gonna be this is a wide release, right? This isn't like a.
Yeah, this is why really.
Okay, good, because I can't wait to support that movie because a lot of movies like that don't get as many wide releases anymore, or they don't get as much attention as a lot of the superhero movies that have been coming out, or a lot of the remakes that have been coming out and stuff, which is fine, I guess, but it's nice to see some variety from once in a while and stuff.
Bro,
There we go.
spoken like a true boss professor right here, dude.
Like a true YouMedia member.
There you go. All right. I think that should be it. If there's anyone else that wants to comment.
Well, I'll definitely put some thoughts into it.
Okay.
Definitely in the trailer, one of the things that Amelia brought up was the intensity, and that was definitely with the sound in the background. I don't know if you heard him putting that wood block down, and they kept repeating that and repeating it and repeating it, and it just kept. I don't know. It built this intensity that was there. Like my heart started beating. It's like, oh, is something gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think it was like the most quiet YouMedia's ever been because of this trailer. Like I go home and I'm like, I want my dad to be like that to me, you know, like, oh man. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna be
All right.
So we're coming out with the brand new exclusive Kong, the Skull Island.
Is that King Kong?
Is that,
That's from
is
Jimmy
that
Kim.
Kong?
That sounds like King Kong.
That's from
Why?
Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Why?
King Kong.
Hey, this a flip.
Looks Michael Bayish.
Michael
Yeah.
Bay.
It looks like they're trying
It
to
does
be
look
Jurassic
Michael
Park.
Bayish.
Jurassic Park, Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Yo, that looks pretty dope though. I mean, it's kind of annoying to keep on seeing remakes. I kind of like seeing more original movies. You know what I mean? I feel like nowadays with movies in general, it's like a bunch of remakes or just like sequels to things. It's kind of very boring to watch, but I think this is gonna be pretty good. This is gonna be a pretty good remake or ongoing conclusion, not conclusion, but ongoing in the series is gonna be a pretty good thing. So yeah.
What about you, David? What do you think of the trailer?
It was great. The King Kong, he looks better from back then, and apparently he might be fighting new creatures.
Yeah, that was like
It's epic.
some weird looking alligator flying. I don't know, like
More like a chameleon.
chameleon.
I said chameleon. A
like
Komodo dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Komodo
looks like a
dragon.
huge Komodo dragon, man.
You said chameleon?
It looks like a
like
bunch of
chameleon.
people are about to die. A bunch of people are about to die. It's over with.
With glimpses of comedy.
But why did you think it looked like Michael Bay-ish?
Well, just look at it. The cinematography, the themes.
I mean, there's like hardly any explosion. Just like in the beginning, there's like one explosion.
There may be plenty of explosions in the movie, probably.
I see.
Oh, also, this movie has an Instagram?
Yeah, that's their.
Yeah, a lot of
marketing.
movies. have
An
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah,
a lot of
you see,
movies
They
have
just do that as their distribution and marketing strategy.
Pretty weird.
I can kind of see where you're coming from like the Michael Bay standpoint because it's like an action movie or whatever. But I see more of like a Marvel influence with like
Marvel?
the funny
Yeah,
kind of
like
like
a comic,
rude
comedic
character
release.
with all the action and it's like, oh, we gotta save the world and defeat these new creatures or whatever. It felt very Marvel-ish. I can also I can kind of feel the cash grabbiness, like they're banking on a name that's already been established and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of catch grabby.
And it's like I can see. It's almost like I can see through this movie. Like this movie wasn't made to make a good movie. It was made to to bank on a property. Who owns the rights to King Kong now? I think Sony, maybe.
Who directed
Yeah.
this movie?
No,
Yeah.
you owned it in the first place.
The
I think
the last-
Universal.
Like the last one was released by Columbia, right?
Yeah. Oh my.
I had that one on
But
DVD.
I actually do like the remake. I know some people don't. I grew up with that movie more so than the original. And also, I noticed in this one, he kind of looks more like the 30s version of King Kong because his head seems a bit smaller. His head is kind
I
of.
don't know. In the other King Kong movie, it looked like more the gorilla looking. Like this one,
Yeah.
he has like a, I don't know. I don't want to say.
He looks more like a
chimpanzee.
yeah.
It's just different, like his body and
His
proportion.
body
He looks a little stronger in this one. The other one was like chubbier.
That's how he looked in the original. He had like the chimpanzee head.
Yeah.
You know?
And he had like huge traps, just like
Oh yeah.
his back, just like walking around.
He's lifting those bananas, man. Come on,
You
man.
already know.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell that like the movie, like the art direction and its set was like more in the 70s? Because you see the choppers, you see the clothing,
The
and,
colors
like,
too.
everything. Like
it was kind of like in sepia.
Yeah,
tone
especially the
almost.
colors of the guns.
The colors really.
Sure. Yes.
But does it? Okay, but do you think that like makes it more like interesting? Imagine like the one that you saw right now, the latest one.
What makes it more 70s though?
Like how it looks. You saw it, like you see them
Like-
with the old guns.
Like the
Oh.
the
okay.
the things they used.
Yeah, it does look a little bit more 70s.
It probably does take place in the 70s because the original King Kong takes place in the 30s
Yeah.
in
So
both the remake and the
Yeah.
original. So
yeah, you just by looking at the feel of the movie, you can see that like first the weapons, the sort of technology they were using. Like you saw like
Yeah,
it's
it
like
doesn't
little,
seem like now. It seems kind of like older.
just like fences fences look like it was back in, I don't know, like the 60s.
Very nostalgic.
Like you,
People
the,
still
the
have
guy,
houses like that,
the guy, his son put a helmet on, and it was like that, like old,
Yeah, it looked like a really
that
old
old
helmet,
looking
yeah.
helmet. It's not your like
Like the 60s.
your speed sort of
Yeah.
helmet that has like all those little cool gadgets around it. So we saw like 2 period pieces, if you want to say movies. So that's kind of interesting, you know, like weird movies nowadays, and you see that they're going like kind of back into time instead of doing something present. I think that makes it different. What
Dude,
about
those
you,
are-
Cedric?
oh,
Do you
back
think
then,
you would go watch this movie in the movie
Probably.
theater?
They're bringing out some good period pieces this year. Like I heard Birth of a Nation was.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen
haven't
that.
it yet, but I heard good things about it so far from people who have seen it.
Cool. And actually, this next trailer is another period piece, but it's more in the future. So, all right.
So the
gonna check
movie
it
we're
out.
talking about, you guys, is Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
Thousand Planets. I love the logo at the beginning. I know that logo. Whoa.
This is in the
Well,
Oh, it's the
pretty much
anime,
I got
so-
It froze at the title.
July 2017.
Can I go first?
Sure.
Because I love Blade Runner in science fiction like that.
Go for it, Jalen.
All right. I love that it looks very colorful. And it's a very, it's like a breath of fresh air up to science fiction of the modern age. The cities need more colors like that and stuff. And I'm not talking about just the city. I'm talking about the movie in general. Maybe like the monsters were brightly colored, and I like that. And I love that. I also love that they used a Beatles song for the trailer. I give it a 5 out of 5 dabs.
1, 2,
2,
3, 4,
5. There we go.
I like it so far. I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second time I see it in the same day. And I think that it's a little different, because like we said in the beginning, the director of Fifth Element made it.
I heard of that movie.
And it's a really good movie if you haven't seen it.
I want to see it.
But where, it really catches, our attention is that the CGI, that whole futuristic, because everyone's always thinking of the unknown, like what's going to happen in the future, like our car's going to fly, right? Sort of thing. But also there's the story behind it, like there's that like crazy, trying to save the world or trying to do something different. I mean, I
don't know about the plot.
Yeah, I didn't see much on the plot. I know that those two are working together as a team to kind of like either steal something or run away from something, because you see like those goblins or those creatures are
I
trying
couldn't
to
take
fight
that
them.
seriously.
Yeah, I mean like one of our our coordinator Colin, he actually like mentioned something about the CGI, and he questioned it, and he thinks that it wasn't to the best that he would think. So that's interesting to say like that someone else agrees to that point. Like what scene do you remember that was like that caught your attention, that you thought that way?
The part where they were like running at them with the spears, they look like children toys, to be honest.
Yeah, that's exactly the same scene that our coordinator Colin said, and it's interesting because like another person agrees with that. But I mean, besides the CGI, I mean, we do have a interesting cast. We did see Rihanna in that. It's pretty. It's pretty.
That was
dope
pretty lit.
to have.
That was Rihanna.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the blonde. She
Oh.
changed her hair. Blonde.
The last time we saw her in a movie, she was in Battlefield.
That was-
Oh.
And
That
let's hope
was
she
terrible.
steps up her game from that.
Finally, right?
That was terrible, you guys.
Wait,
I
what
never
movie?
seen it. I never seen
I
it.
never
Never
seen
saw
her
that
in a
movie.
movie.
Battle, we saw it together.
Good.
It's the one based on the board game by Michael Bay.
I think I fell asleep.
I bet it
She
was
was in that
terrible.
Yeah, she was.
Oh,
in
I didn't even bother watching. The only movie I remember her being in was like the one about the aliens or something.
That was
That's the
Battlefield.
one, bro. That's Battlefield.
No, the other one. The other one was
No,
like
it was.
Then
Sounds
was she in
familiar.
another movie?
Oh, it
there was
sounds
another movie. It
familiar.
was
Star
like
Trek?
animated.
So what's it, Star Trek?
Oh,
No.
Animated.
Oh
That's
man,
Star Trek.
Oh, no,
I
no,
remember it. I just don't
What
get
was it
the
called?
name.
Home?
Oh, my little
It's just
sister.
this
She
So
was
you-
in the remake, yeah.
I got a
She was
question
in
for
the
you guys.
remake of Annie.
Yeah.
So do you
Wait,
guys
oh,
think
wait.
that this series could really, continue like a Star Wars?
Okay, I feel like they're gonna do something interesting. You know, they're gonna have like a little romance with it too, because I saw, you know, they're gonna have a dysfunctional romance between probably the two last humans on in the universe, or they probably might be a small population or so, but that's gonna fuel it. But I still feel like the movie's gonna be like whatever. It's like, you know, I don't really like Star Trek. Star Wars was pretty dope as a kid, but
Ooh.
I know I never really watched Star Trek, so I guess I
never
was
watched Star
never
Trek
able to
either.
grab onto
Star
it.
Trek's good.
Star Trek is like some of the best examples of like good science fiction out there.
Oh yeah, I'm not very big on science fiction, so I kind of cower away from this.
Jalen, what do you think?
It has potential. It has potential.
Everything like has potential. If we see it and it's got good characters and it's got
Good
a
plot.
good world and a good plot, then
Good,
it has
good
potential to
aesthetic
make
and
more.
emotion.
As long as people go out to see it and support this kind of thing. And your comparison earlier to Blade Runner was like spot on too, because like
You seen Blade Runner?
Of course, yeah, I love it.
Oh.
And I saw the city and stuff like that. I was like, this is textbook like Blade Runner. Like Blade Runner kind of like set the standard almost for like science fiction future gritty cities.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh-huh.
It kind of did with like the giant buildings and like the flying cars and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Sometimes I would watch the movie before I go to sleep.
Oh yeah. It's
So-
got like a lot of longer shots and stuff like that.
To
A lot of
kinda-
quieter shots.
Wrap this
Uh-huh.
up, you guys. So, how do you guys feel in general about the movies coming next year?
I like the fence one. That's what it's called, right? The first one.
Yeah.
The fence.
Fence. the fence. I thought it was good.
I like the Fence and Valerian.
I like the fun.
Yeah.
Kong doesn't really. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna fade away, just like the Tarzan movie that came out this year.
Whoa, that was
that
a
was
pretty
so
good movie.
bad.
Was it?
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I
It
hated
was a
that.
pretty good movie.
There was a
It
Tarzan
was?
movie?
Yeah, there was a Tarzan.
You mean the Jungle Book?
No.
No, the
Oh,
Tarzan.
that one was
the
good.
Tarzan.
The
There was
Tarzan movie was
there was a
pretty
new
good.
You saw it?
Yeah,
It was
Tarzan was like on some other stuff. Like he was throwing people through trains and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, this ain't Tarzan. Like to me, man.
Of course it's Tarzan.
He's on some others. Tarzan was not that strong in the cartoon as a kid.
I had a few people tell me that I look like the new Tarzan. Yeah, they kept
like when
calling
he's
me
young
Tarzan.
and he has like, the dreadlocks.
He has dreadlocks.
Oh wow, they fired you off first.
They kept, dude, it was on Sunday at church. I was like, Tarzan. I was like, okay, where's that coming
They should
from?
have said the Cuban Tarzan. That's what they should have said.
But they kept calling me like 10 different people, and I got annoyed. I was like, who's this Tarzan dude?
You should
I
have
don't
done
like
the
him.
scream. You should have been like, oh, right in their face. You scare them off.
That's George of the Jungle. That's George of the Jungle.
That's both of them.
Tarzan.
George of the Jungle is a parody of Tarzan.
Yeah.
Oh really?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I never knew that. I thought it was all.
Oh my God! How do you not know that?
Tarzan's like a book from the 1800s. They've been making movies since like the 30s.